नारायण समारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रीमत्सिद्धेश्वरीपीठस्थापकं महिमान्वितं कुर्ताळमठयोगीशं मौनस्वामिनमाश्रये. Pranams to Lord Narayana, Jagadguru Shankaracharya and Maunaswami, the founder of Siddheshwari Peetham at Kurtalam in Tamil Nadu, India. Kurtalam is very famous for its waterfalls in Tamil Nadu. Thousands and lakhs of people will be coming there to take a sacred bath because the water is supposed to be medicated and it gives health and removes all diseases. So people flock in thousands and lakhs. And it is a place where Agastya Maharshi is still there from thousands and thousands of years. He has installed Dharani Peetham. After coming from Himalayas, he was for a long time in Kashi. From Kashi, he came to South India. He settled at Kurtalam. He went to so many places like Sri Lanka, Java, Sumatra, Borneo, and there he installed a number of Shivalayams. And ultimately, finally, he settled at Kurtalam. And so many people were his disciples. One, Mr. Bhoganatha, is a very famous saint in Tamil Nadu. He is the person who prepared the Kumaraswamy idol at Palani with Vanamulikas. It's not a stone idol, it's an idol of Vanamulikas. And the famous Mahavatar Baba, whom nowadays many people have read the book, the autobiography of a yogi by Swami Paramahamsa Yogananda. There he gives the details about Mahavatar Baba in Himalayas, who is from the 3rd century even today with his physical body. He will be now and then coming to Kurtalam also because he became a Siddha Purusha at Kurtalam. He meditated for 48 days in Kurtalam and Agastya gave him the boon and made him Siddha Purusha. Rani Khed and in Kailas mountain, the caves where he meditated can be seen. Many people will be going even now. And such place is Kurtalam. The deity is Siddheshwari. Siddheshwari, Siddhamata. Now we have done the Lalita Homam. In the Lalita Namavali there is Siddheshwari. Siddheshwari, according to the legends, is a deity which is the Moola Devata for the Dashamahavidyas. Kali, Tara, Chandamasta, Bhairavi, Bagalamukhi, Dhumavati, Chamatangi, Shodashi, Bhuvaneshwari, Kamalatmika. 25,000 years back, a great sannyasi by name Achyutananda Saraswati has invoked the deity from the higher Bhumikas, from the Divya Loka. And the Achyutananda Saraswati was a person of great remembrance. 25,000 years back, he got the deity. And he sent the deity with his disciple Maunaswami to Kurtalam to give Adhyatmika Chaitanya to the humanity. 1.5 centuries back, a century, something like that. With that, Maunaswami has shown wonderful miraculous powers. He was a person with golden hands. He could change anything into gold. The British governors of those days were shocked and wondered by his extraordinary mystic powers. It's all right. The main deity is Lalita Devi Siddheshwari at Kurtalam. Since today Lalita Homam is done in the sacred temple, I remember that the greatness of Siddheshwari. Yashah kunkuma varshena mama shirsham alankritam namastasyai 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 namo namaha Siddheshwariyai namo namaha. For whom the puja is done now, Lalita Devi, she is the main deity in Kurtalam. Her name is, she is named as Siddheshwari. When one full moon day, when puja was being done with flowers, Pushpa Puja, suddenly Kunkuma has fallen, has rained, almost showered on my head. Yasha Kunkuma Varshena Mama Shirsham Alankritam. I offer my pranama samarpana, namaskar samarpana to the deity Siddheshwari who has done such great, shown us such great kindness. It's all right. What is the, you have done the homa and what is the effect of it? Why should we do a homa? Why should we do sadhana? Why should we chant the mantra? And what is the goal? What is the aim? And what are the ways? And what happens if a homa is done? What happens if a mantra is chanted? How to do it? What are the easiest ways? Generally in colleges and high schools there will be textbooks. Students do not read the textbooks, they read the guides. And so, everyone wants a shortcut to achieve. What are the shortcuts? To get divine power, divine knowledge, have the darshan of the deities. How the mantra helps, how the homa helps. In ancient days, thousands and thousands of years ago, according to the Puranas, the divine people came down from the Divya Lokas to the earth. If you go take the Oxford Dictionary or Cambridge Dictionary, you see the name Earth. Oh, nearly 200 crores of years back it is formed. 200 crores of years back the Earth is formed from water. And after the Earth is formed, mountains, gardens, rivers, and so many things, oceans, a number of things came into existence. Then the devatas, the deities of the Divya Lokas came to the earth and saw, it's a very beautiful place, why not we be here? And at the beginning, according to the Puranas, they came to the Devika Nadi. Devikaya Nadi Tate. At the beginning, they descended, they came down to the Devika Nadi Tera. They settled there. Afterwards, they spread all over the world, mainly to Himalayas and so many places. So, they were Divyas, Divya Purushas, having contact, coming from there from the Divya Loka, they settled here. And they were having contact with their previous people, because they have come from that place. Thousands and thousands of years have gone. They began to live here, they got children, the dynasties, the Vamsha. Vamsho Manvantaranicha, Sargascha Pratisargascha Vamsho Manvantaranicha. The first creation, the second creation, the Vamsha, the Manvantara. It is described like that. Vamshana Jaritan Cheti. So, the persons who were having previously contact with the deities of the higher lokas, slowly it was lost. Slowly it was lost. They wanted to have contact again. They invoked, they prayed, they come. The deities used to come. After some time, everybody could not invoke, everybody could not call them, invite them. There were only specially selected persons who were doing tapas, who were doing penance, who were doing meditation. If they meditated, the deities used to come. Then they asked, "O Devaha, how can all the people get your darshan? What is the way? Nowadays, the power has come down. Previously, everybody could call you, everybody could invite you. You are coming here speaking to us, giving whatever we want. We also came there. Now, by thousands and thousands of years, the power has decreased. So Divya persons have become Divya, Adivya, Divya, Divya. And the third stage is Adivya. And that means having no contact. But all the people have come from that place only. Shrudvantu Vishve Amrutasya Putraha. According to Veda, we have come from the Devas. We are Amrita Putras, we are Deva Putras. We have not come from monkeys. The Puranas will not accept the theory, evolution theory. We have come from the Devatas. So, the saints, the seers, the Maharshis began to think how to get contact, how to invoke them and get things done here. We are facing some difficulties on the earth. Oh, Devasura Yuddha, the deities, the Rakshasas, the races of Asura, Daitya, Danava and like that. And the fights between these people, the wars that were going on, how to win. So the creation has become vast. Vishala Srushti, Ananta Srushti, it has become. So, the senior people, the Maharshis, requested the deities, what is the easiest way for you to come? Because unless we do tapas, we are not able to see you. As at the beginning you are not come, immediately when we are calling. Then the Devas said, we will give you mantra. We will give you mantra. If you chant the mantra, we will come. See, you are doing puja. You do puja with flowers and other things. What is a puja? Puja is a method to get the divine power quickly through the natural way, using the power in the nature, the power in the flowers, the power in the fruit and everything, offering them, you are trying to get the divine grace quickly. Because the natural, the things in the nature will help you. If you do puja with red flowers, you will get the power of subduing, Vashikarana Shakti. If you do puja with white flowers, you will get the divine wisdom. If you do puja with yellow powers, you will get Aishwaryam, riches. Like that. Everything has a specific significance. Everything has some power. That we attract that power using the mantra. If you do puja with the mantra with a particular thing, that particular thing will help you to get the divine energy quickly. Puja koti samam stotram. Maharshis have given stotras. The Lalita Sahasranama, Ashtottara Nama, Vishnu Sahasranama, Shiva Sahasranama, like that. The Maharshis have given the stotras. They are more powerful than puja. Because puja is done by ordinary human beings. And if you recite the stotra, since they are given by the Maharshis, they are thousands and thousands of times powerful. Puja koti samam stotram. It is 1 crore times powerful than puja. Stotra koti samam japaha. Japa is 1 crore times powerful than the stotra. Because stotra is given by the Maharshis and mantra is given by the Devatas, by the deities. They are more powerful. The human beings are decreased. Unless you do lakhs and crores, the deity is not coming. Deity is not coming. They do the work paroksha. They will be there. They don't appear before you, but they will do the work. With which purpose you have done the homa, they will do the purpose, fulfill your purpose. But you will not be able to see them. How to see? You have to develop astral vision. Your third eye must be opened by going on. I will give a small example. One day, the Director General of Police of Andhra Pradesh has come to our ashram when we were doing homa. Swamiji, I have come to see that your homa, I heard it because I have come here for a camp, for inspection. It's all right, you have come all the way here. Wear a dhoti, remove your official dress, and wear a dhoti and do homa here, I said. He did like that. After 15 minutes, I said, when I invoke the deity will come and stand in the fire because they are kind towards me. But now, when you offered the ahutis, a new deity is standing, so and so name, such is the form. That deity must be your Ishtadevata. She said, yes, Swamiji. Nobody knows it. It is my personal secret. In my boyhood, I prayed in the temple. Afterwards, I became an IPS officer. I got promotions. I worked in your area for some time. Now I am DCP, but nobody knows it. How is it? It's nothing. It's not astrology or palmistry. The deities will stand in the divine fire, Agni Kunda. Can I see? You said correctly, but can I see? You can see if you develop astral vision. How is it possible? Do dhyan, chant the mantra, and a day may come when you yourself can see. So by chanting the mantra, doing the homa, and doing meditation, japa, homa, dhyana, a threefold way to achieve the grace of the deity. So, if homa is the most powerful thing. You see, the Puranas, whatever they want, by doing yajna, they use it to get easily. If you chant 1 crore mantra, the deity may come or may not. But if you do 1 crore homa, it's sure to come, because homa is 1,000 times powerful than japa. Japakoti samam homam, japakoti samam dhyanam. Meditation or homa, it is 1 crore times powerful than japa. So you have to take a mantra from a guru, not merely from the book. If you study the mantra shastra books, there are hundreds and thousands of mantras. Navakoti maha mantraha chitta vibhramakarakaha. They will spoil your mind. What should I do this? Shiva mantra, Vishnu mantra, Shakti mantra, Durga mantra, Lakshmi mantra. But you have to approach a guru. A Siddha guru may not be available to you nowadays, but take some person who has at least done some tapas. Take the mantra from him. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has taken Kali Upadesha from an ordinary Upasaka. But he, by chanting the mantra for 12 years, day and night, he could get the darshan of Kali. So you also can try. Take the mantra from some person, some Upasaka, some Mantrika, some good person who has done at least some sadhana. No, sir, I have no belief in anybody. Is there any way? In Meru Tantra, a way is said. If you don't believe in any person, in any guru, if you don't like to take from an ordinary man, you write your mantra, you search yourself, the mantra, there are mantras in books, put it on a paper. Previously it is said as Poojya Patra. In the earlier days, the leaf of a Poojya was used for writing. Take a paper, go to the Devalayam, which deity you like, and put the paper before the deity, before the idol of the deity, because already the deity is there with the yantra under it, a supradishtita alayam. Do some puja, offer pushpas, say, "O deity, O Deva, you are my guru. I have no belief in any person. I take you as my guru. You accept it. Get the mantra and chant it." That is one way which is written in the Meru Tantra, the oldest tantric book. So chant the mantra in lakhs and lakhs and lakhs. As Narayana Tirtha has done 13 crores as instructed by Lord Krishna for his darshan. He took some years and chanted 13 crores. It's not a fixed thing, it changes from person to person. A deity may come if you do only 1 lakh. And for another person it may be 10 lakhs. 1 crore, 2 crores, whatever it may be. And if you do Havan, the process will become quicker. Because the deities will come quickly into the divine fire. Because it is their natural body. For the form, the bodies of the deities are Tejas Sharira. The form of fire, divine light. So they enter very quickly into the divine fire, into the Agni Kunda. And then they will help you. So by doing yajnas, by doing havans, offering ahutis which the deity likes, this is very important. There are likes and dislikes for the deities. You should not use the things of disliking. How to know? It is there in the Shastras. What are the likes? Alankara Priyo Vishnu. If you want to get the grace of Lord Vishnu Narayana, do puja for him with the Tulasi Mala, Ratra Malas, and all these things. Alankara, Ratra Priya, Ratnalankara Priya, Tulasi Mala Priya. Alankara Priyo Vishnu. Vishnu likes Alankarams. Abhisheka Priya Shivaha. Shiva likes Abhishekam. If you do Abhishekam, Namah Shivaya cha Shivataraya cha, Namah Shambhave cha Mayo Bhave cha. Oh, this Lord Shiva will be pleased. Namaskara Priya Suryaha. The sun god will be pleased by Namaskarams. There are Surya Namaskarams. You might have heard those names. Namaskara Priya Suryaha. Ganesha Tarpana Priyaha. The Vinayaka will be pleased by Tarpanams. Taking some milk or coconut water and then chanting the mantra, Ganesham Tarpayami Namaha, Ganesham Tarpayami Namaha, offering a spoon, a uddharina of milk or coconut water. He will be pleased by that. Ganeshas Tarpana Priyaha. Deepa Priya Kartaviryaha. The god Kartavirya Arjuna is fond of Deepam, light. If you say, if you have a light in the evening, a Taila Deepam or Ajya Deepam or with ghee, and light it and say Kartavirya Arjuna 3 times, robbers, thieves will not come into that house. Kartavirya Arjuno Nama Raja Bahu Sahasraman Yasya Smarana Matreda Chorabadha Vimuchyate. Kartavirya Arjuna is a man with 1,000 hands. If you chant his mantra, if you repeat his name, no robber can enter into that house. Deepapriya Kartaviryaha. Dattastu Smarana Priyaha. Dattadreya is Smarana Priya. If you chant Datta, he will come. Like that, the deities have got so many likes. Of course, the list of dislikes also is given. Nakshatair archayed Vishnum na tulasya ganadhipam. Dhurvabhir narchayed Durgam na ketakya maheshwaram na bhairavam mallikabhihi. You should not do puja to Vishnu with akshatas. You see, anywhere the archaka, the priest, if you go to him, he takes some rice, mixes it with turmeric or kumkum, and do puja. He does the puja like that. In the Dharma Sindhu it is said, Nakshatair archayed Vishnum. You should not do puja to Vishnu with akshatas. What's it? Everywhere it is done like that. Why it is written? Then the famous person, Kamalakara Bhatta, a commentator, he said, there is the meaning is different. He said, in ancient days in North India, akshatas were prepared with yavadhanya. Yava is something like wheat, round golden color. In Graha Pujas it will be used, the Yavadhanya will be used. Yama is having some Rajasic quality. Vishnu is a Sattvic God. He doesn't like anything Rajasic. Rajasavastu. So, Yavakshata Vishaye Rishedha na Tandula Vishaye. The ban is on Yavakshatas, not on Tandula Akshatas. Akshatas prepared with rice, you can use them. He gave the meaning. Na Akshadai Rakshayed Vishnum na Tulasya Ganadhipam. You should not do puja to Ganapati with Tulasi. You should not use Tulasi Mala for Ganapati. Why? Why? What is the reason? The reason is Tulasi is a very sattvic thing. It changes any person into good quality. Suppose your boy is angry. He is not heeding you. He will not hear you. Nowadays, the children are like that. Many persons come to me, my son is not hearing my word. He is wandering. He is doing whatever he likes. He has no respect for the father or mother. He is not caring us. Give him some tulasi dalams regularly for some time. He will change. There was one Deputy Inspector General of Police in our area for some time. He was an angry man. He used to beat the constables also. One day he said to me, Master, in my previous Purvashcharam, Master, this is my quality. I'm a very angry person. I am not able to control my anger. What shall I do? Is there any way? I said, take the tulasi leaves every day with Krishna mantra. Krishna is a form of love. Chant the Krishna mantra regularly and take some 2 or 3 leaves of tulasi. Your mental setup will change. He did it for some 40 days. He said, Swamiji, Masterji, my mind is changed to a large extent. Tulasi has such great qualities. Vishnu is Tulasi Priya, Tulasi Maladhara. And Tulasi is such a sattvic thing. But why do you worship Ganesha? Ganesha must, when we do the puja, when we chant his mantra, he is Vigna Nivaraka. He must take a weapon for us, take an ayudham in his hand and remove all our obstacles and hurdles. Cut off everything, our enemies, and do good to us. But if you do with Tulasi Mala, he will become very peaceful. So, no hurry. No hurry. So, Natulasya Ganadhipam. The mantra, when selecting the mantra also, you have to select according to your need. Because nowadays, you see, the medical field, there are specialists for every part of the limbs in the body. Similarly, there are special mantras for everything. For the Mahadevatas are there, they can give everything, they can give Mukti, Shiva, Vishnu, Divine Mother, like that. But for specific things, suppose there are some difficulties in your job, do the Ganapati mantra, he will come quickly. If you go to a Mahadevata, it may be a bit late. They also can do, but they may be a bit slow. So, take the Ganapati mantra. All right. You are suffering from diseases. You are suffering from diseases. You are suffering from difficulties. Your business is not well. Your daughter is not getting married. Your son is not getting a job. For all these things, the Rajasic deities must be used. And to remove diseases and other things, Tamasic deities may be approached. Generally, if you say, well, so and so is not healthy, Arogyam Bhaskaradi, Surya is the sun god, the Lord of health. Take the Surya mantra. Take the Surya mantra. Chant it with Spatika Mala. Malas also, Japamala also is very important in the sadhana. Every mala has got its own quality.
For Shaiva, Shakteya mantras, you can use Rudraksha mala. For Vaishnava mantras, you can use Tulasi mala. And for mantras to get riches, you have to use the red beads mala, the Pravala mala, Pagadam, Pravalam. And Spatika mala is specific for health because the sun god, the crystal will attract the energy from the sun quickly, very quickly. The famous journalist in the beginning, the early period of the 20th century, the Paul Brunton, who is very famous for his books, A Search in Secret India and A Search in Secret Egypt. In the Search in Secret India, he wrote, he went to Kashi and met Swami Vishuddhananda. He requested Vishuddhananda, I hear that you are a great person with mystic powers. Can you make alive a dead thing, a dead person? You are a foreigner. Nowadays we are slaves in India. To show that such powers still exist in India, I will show. Then they got a small bird, a dead bird, one brought. He looked to the sun. I attract divine energy from the sun and see that it gets its life. Vishuddhananda showed that great miracle. Paul Brunton was wondered and wrote a chapter in his book. Swami Vishuddhananda could do this. I have seen with my own eyes. That bird jumped for 1 hour again. And afterwards it has fallen. That Vidya is there still in India. He proved it. The sun god gives the life, power, energy. So, crystals are used for energy in so many methods of meditation. They get the divine energy from the Prakriti, from the nature, from the sun, like that. So the malas which you use are also significant. For Shaiva and Shakteya, you should use the Rudraksha malas. And another principle is, you should use the colored mala of which the divine, the deity's color is. Suppose you do Lalita mantram. For Lalita mantram, you can use Rudraksha mala, but Lalita Devi is red. So you can use a red crystal mala. If you use it like that, you will get quick results. Kali is black. You should use black mala. And the famous mantrik, Mantravetta Narayana Datta Shrimali, he says, if a person wants a quick result, there is one method is, go to a Mahakshetra. Go to Kashi, go to Ujjain, go to Kamakhya, go to Sri Shailam, go to Sri Rangam. The famous kshetras, you go, the divine power is concentrated there. If you go and do the japa or meditation or any sadhana, it becomes successful. All of you have heard number of Puranas. Is there anywhere? You see everywhere, that person has gone to Himalayas and became a Rishi. This man has gone to Kashi and meditated on Lord Vishwanatha and he became a saint and acquired whatever he wanted. That man has gone to Sri Shailam and became a Siddha Purusha. Did you read anywhere? This man was in his own house and became a Siddha Purusha? Anybody? No. The house is not such a powerful place. The thing is, suppose you chant a mantra. You begin Namah Shivaya, Namo Narayana, like that. What happens actually? When you chant a mantra, what happens? The thing is, the sounds in the mantra will be transformed into invisible electricity, into light. Shabdam vina naiva kadapi tejaha. Tejo vina naiva kadapi shabdaha. There is a bondage between the sound and light. If you chant a mantra, if you utter, it will immediately transform into light. You may not be able to see it. But that light waves, that invisible electric light waves, will go up to the center where the deity actually exists. That is the process. But You are in a town where thousands and lakhs of people live. They have their own thought waves. If you chant the mantra, the waves that are born, that are generated from your mantra will go up. But because of the hindrance, obstacles of the thought waves of the other people, it cannot go up. It will just stop there. So you cannot get Siddhi easily. If you want to get mantra Siddhi, go to a kshetra, because the power is concentrated there, it will come very easily. Or otherwise, the thing is, go to a ekanta pradesha, a lonely place, to a hill or near a river, a sacred river. Or ultimately, if you cannot do all these things, you are doing a job here, you cannot go to a river, you cannot go to a mountain. If you want to go, you can go just a few days and come back. You cannot go to Himalayas. Then there is another way. The way is, have a small room in your house. You select your deity and take the mantra from a guru. Whatever the color of the deity, you make that color all your room, your windows, your walls, your curtains, everything must be of that color. Suppose you chant the mantra of Lalita Devi. Have the whole room with red color, complete red. You also wear a red dhoti or red sari. Take a red beads mala and then chant the mantra. Nobody should enter that room, even for sweeping or for any other thing, nobody should enter. You only person, you must only enter into that room, close your room or clean your room, whatever you do. No other person should enter. The thought waves of other persons should not enter into the room. So, prepare your room like that, so that to a certain extent you can become successful in sadhana. But how much shall we do? How much shall we do? Now then people will come, Swamiji, I am doing good sadhana, but I am not getting any result. The deity is not standing before me. How much have you done? I am doing 108 a day. Oh, what great you are. You are chanting 108, you say that you are doing good sadhana. The mantra must be chanted in thousands and lakhs and lakhs. The minimum is called Purascharana. 1 lakh is the minimum number for any mantra. You can get the right of asking the deity for anything only when you chant 1 lakh. How can we do, sir? How is it possible? Our life is a running race. Early morning we get up and prepare ourselves and go to the office, which is miles and miles distance. The travel itself takes some 1 hour or 2 hours. It's all right. You can chant the mantra at the time of travel also. But don't close your eyes when you drive the car. Chant the mantra carefully, so that going to the office, coming from the office, if you do like that, without knowing you'll be doing thousands and thousands in a month. Chant like that. Lakhs and lakhs will be completed. You go near and near to the deity. And at least a little time, you sit and do the japa. And in the nights, if you are still want to do severely and get some divine experiences, you take a little food, not upavasa, but take a little food in the night and sit for meditation for 2 or 3 hours. In the Shastra it is said, anybody who does the mantra for 3 hours a day, if he does like that, if he chants like that for 6 months, the deity will enter into his mental plane. What happens if the deity enters into the mental plane? What happens is, suppose you have a ganda, marana gandam like that. According to the horoscope or jataka, if a bad period comes or something, some accident may happen, But if you chant the mantra, the deity will make you not to go today to the office. Not to go today. You feel, I am not well, I don't go to the office today. You don't go to the office. I have seen number of instances like that. You can easily get rid of your difficulties. So many Tivra Gandas can be escaped by chanting the mantra. So, the only thing is you have to chant. But the chanting of mantra in thousands and lakhs also may not be enough. If your bad karma is there, the bad karma is there. If it is too much, even if you do lakhs, it may not be fruitful. Then, is do havan, do yajna. Yajna is most powerful. Swamiji, how can we do yajnas? If you want to do anything, you light everything, the fire alarm is there. But the fire alarms are there in the car garages. So many of our devotees are doing homas in the garage. Or you can do in the open air also, without the difficulty of the fire alarm. You can learn yourself to do the homa very easily. We have published small brochures and books without the help of the priest or archaka or the purohit. You can do yourself. You can learn yourself to do the homa. Homa is most powerful. The deities will come. I have already given one example. I'll give one more example. In Visakhapatnam, one of our branches, Epitam, is there. And the police commissioner of Visakhapatnam, he and his wife came one day to do homam because they are good devotees. The homam was over, the Purnahuti was over. They came into my room and sat. Suddenly, the deity entered into the body of that commissioner's wife. She began to tremble. She could not bear that power. The police officer also could not stop her. Then I put my hand on her and said, this body cannot bear so much energy, oh Divine Mother. Please be calm. It was all right. She said, this is the greatest experience in my life, the deity entering into my body and speaking. Their son also has come. He was a student in the college. He never saw such things because an ordinary boy, he was just playing, going, studying and other things. Swamiji, deity has come into my mother's body. Please give me mantra also. Give me also mantra. I will chant. So, in experience, if you can feel or if you can see yourself, it is more powerful than 100 lectures and 1,000 books. Experience is supreme. The divine experience you must get. You will get by dhyan, by doing tapas at Mahakshetrams. If you do penance, if you do tapas at Kashi, at Vrindavan, you will get wonderful results. And so, all of you try to chant the mantra, try to do havan, try to do dhyan. And you can see the Lalita Devi, you can see the Maheshwara, Maha Kaleshwar. You can go without going to Ujjaini, you can see Maha Kaleshwar. And last year I think we have done Prachingira home here, I have come time back. I will be doing Dharma Rakshana Yajna. Today, Hinduism in great difficulties. From so many years, it is like that. Nowadays, we are with some good hope because of the new government. And why Hindus have become like that? Even today, some 3 years back, I quote one thing. I have come to the Bridgewater Temple at New Jersey, where for Maha Abhisheka. At the time, flowers were from the helicopter, flowers were put on the temple, were showered, flowers were showered. It was a good thing to see. Then I said, some time back in Andhra Pradesh, some Shivalinga was erected with a very big height of some 108 feet or other, and the organizers requested the government to permit to shower flowers on that, and the government refused because that flowers may fall on a mosque or church. It becomes dangerous to us. Religious rites may happen, we don't permit. India is not permitting, but America is permitting. So, there are many difficulties. Number of conversions, if you carefully observe, thousands and lakhs of people are converting themselves into other religions. Hindu religion must be protected. Hindu dharma must be protected. The ancient religion of all times. For that, number of movements are going on. Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, like that, number of organizations are working. But workings of many kinds, that is important, that is to be done by getting persons and running the movements. But the divine power must be given to them. Divine power will be given by yajnas. So, we are doing hundreds and thousands of yajnas all over the world. From New York to California, number of years, every year I will be coming and doing Dharma Rakshana yajnas here. Dharma Rakshana yajna in Hindustan, in India, hundreds and thousands. The Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam has done much help, and so on and so. Many people at many places, Dharma Rakshana yajnas are being conducted to help the growth of Hinduism, for the protection of Hinduism. So, generally you people go to the temple and for your personal benefits. Oh, God, give me this and that. Remove my difficulties and give me that. But at least a part of your request, a part of your prayer can be done for the good of Hinduism, for the revival of Hinduism, for Hindu Dharma Rakshana. Do like that. Use these great methods, Japa, Homa, Dhyana, for your personal benefit. There is nothing wrong. If there is any necessity, whom do you request? You have to request the God. There is nothing wrong. You request it, get it done. But you request the God for the Hindu Dharma also. With these few words, I will close my speech. Narayana, Narayana.
Thank you, Swamiji. I think that was wonderful, actually. I think I got so many insights into how the whole process works. I had my own theories and philosophies, but it really was clarifying the image. I hope a lot of you felt the same thing. I think now is the opportunity. If you have any questions, only a few we'll take. But before we do that, if any of you are interested in getting a Diksha from the Swamiji, or you're interested in any Mantra Diksha, please come and see Raj or Kannan there in the back. We'll take the list of people so that we will make a line and we can take it from Swamiji. But first, I think, please see Kannan and Raj in the back and give your name. Meanwhile, the rest of you, I think, if you have any quick questions, we don't have much time. It's already about 5 to 9. I don't want to delay too much, but you can ask a few questions and take the blessings of Swamiji also. Anybody has anything to start with? Any questions?
The deities and all the superior beings have their own likes and dislikes. By any chance, do they even get angry and say, okay, I'm going to get blasted for this thing? Is it going to happen like that by any chance?
The deities have likes and dislikes. So if they have, will they get angry with it also?
Generally, the deities are very sattvic, they are of love, they never become angry. But the tamasic deities may become angry. But generally in the temples, all the deities are sattvic. And suppose there is one thing, there are certain deities who take balis and other things. If you don't offer them the necessary amount of food or naivedyam to them, if they are habituated for that, if you don't give it now and then, they may become angry. But the thing is, if you don't offer anything, they don't ask. But if you begin to offer, you must do it regularly. If you stop, they may get a little angry. Don't give at all. Do chant the mantra without any puja, without any naivedyam. But if you begin to do puja and offer something regularly, if you don't do it some other day, they may become angry.
Any other questions?
All right. What's it?
He wants to know if there is some way to recollect his previous birth.
Oh, it's only by dhyan. In Puranas, number of incidents are there, number of stories are there. But if you chant the mantras and meditation, if you do meditation, you yourself can get. Because I have given, I will give some interesting incident. There was an IAS officer in our town. The Divine Mother gave his previous birth. I informed him, you are so and so. So, what proof is there? Then I gave him the place, the house, and everything. He went and inspected. He went there and found, oh, it's very wonderful. So, it can be secured by meditation. It is necessary also to know, as Shankaracharya says, Kastvam, Koham, Kuta Ayata, who are you, who am I, where from has come? And anybody and everybody in the world has come after thousands and lakhs of births. By tapas you can go to a certain instant back. And in California there is the famous Professor Brian Weiss, the chairman of the Medical Association in California. He released 5 wonderful books. In one of the books, he gives an example. A patient has come to him by name Catherine. Catherine said, Doctor, I am suffering from depression. Depression, what is the reason? I do not know the reason. If I know, why should I come to you? Then he hypnotized her. And then sent her back. She was then 25 or other. Go back to 24, 23, 22 like that. Is there any suffering? Anything wrong? Did anybody insult you or wet you? Anything wrong? Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir. Then he asked a number of questions. Nothing happened. But what is the reason for your depression? I do not know, she says. Nothing wrong has happened. Then he asked her, go into the mother's womb. Go into the mother's womb. Did anything happen? Did your mother get anything wrong? Has she taken any poisonous drugs or such bad drugs which have affected you? Or did she suffer anything which has affected you in the womb? Nothing, sir. Then what is the reason? I have sent you back for 25 years. Then she said, now I know the reason, doctor. What? Before entering into the mother's womb, I had that suffering. Before entering into the mother's womb, where are you? I am in the sky. Why? How can you be in the sky? I am in the sky. Before that, I was in London, sir. London. My father's name, my mother's name, the street's name, she gave everything. I have got such a suffering in that life that is transferred to this life. That effect has come now. So the doctor dehypnotized her, and then he said, I don't believe in the religion which I am born. There is no previous life. But as I myself hypnotized my patient, she is saying like that. So he began this process. He hypnotized her a number of times and she could go back to some 4 or 5 births back. And he hypnotized a number of his research scholars. And one research scholar was sent 30 births back. He went 30 births. He gave 30 births. And still go back, he said. No, sir, I can't go back. Why? I'm an animal now. I can't go back. Like that, experiments are being conducted in these countries by these processes. He is still there. I think I heard that he is touring in Australia or something like that. He is still there in California. His office is there. His hospital is there. Like that. In India, saints by meditation they could know. In these countries, by the modern scientific methods or so many other methods that they are trying to get. If you try yourself in meditation, you may get. Okay.
Any other questions?
For Gayatri, then I was told that we should not use Rudraksha for that.
For Gayatri Japam, we should not use Rudraksha, or what should we use for the Gayatri?
Gayatri, generally it is a deity of peace, but you know, the deity has weapons in her hands. Shankham, Chakram, Adhara, Vindayugalam, Gada, all these weapons are there. She becomes a war deity if necessary. So you can use Rudraksha Mala.
Okay, yes.
It's all right. I will come to an end.
Last question. Last question. Yes, go ahead, Clara.
What is the difference between sattvic gods and other gods?
Who wants to know the difference between sattvic gods and other gods?
Oh. Gayatri is a sattvic deity, Lalita Devi is a sattvic deity, Radha, Krishna, Shiva are sattvic deities, and the tamasic form of Shiva is Rudra. It is a ferocious deity, like that. Generally, Radha, Krishna, Shiva, Parvati, Lalita Devi, all these deities are sattvic deities. And Rajasic deity, Ganesh is a Rajasic deity, like that. Persons who wear weapons and fight for us, they are generally Rajasic. And Tamasic deities are there with cruel forms, like that. The Betala, the Bhairava, like that.
Thank you very much, Swamiji, and I really think we are very blessed today. It was really good. Thank you very much again. After this, I think we can form a line, take the prasadam, I think, and take the fruit and take